Hi, for my food project, I will be presenting a plate of carne asada. And well, before we begin, regardless whether you're Hispanic or not, I know a lot of us have heard of the term or of the plate carne asada. Nowadays, it's just used as code for come over to my house, let's cook together, let's eat, and let's just spend time. We don't even have to cook carne asada. And that's why I decided to choose this plate for this project because it just has a really beautiful and positive connotation to it. It's wonderful. Because of these current circumstances and the pandemic, my family or my mom has been working extra hours. And what's best than to have a meal prepared for her when she comes home so that we can all sit down, eat, bond, and just spend time together that we haven't been able to during the past times. So I'm going to continue and show you the plate that I made. Alrighty, so here is the plate. A little messy, but I think it came out pretty good. I'm not personally much of a cooking person, but for this, I gave myself a 10 out of 10. So right here, I have the carne asada. I also have chorizo. I had beans and red rice. So straight off the bat, this is probably the most easiest part. You just make the carne and the chorizo on the grill. Pretty straightforward. What was a little bit more complicated was the beans and the rice. The rice was also pretty straightforward, but it took a little bit of time. It just consists of rice, obviously, tomatoes, garlic, onions. I also use a chile serrano for this. Mix it all up. I used caldo de pollo to help cook my rice. And, I blended the tomatoes, the garlic, the onions, and everything to make that red paste and to give it that beautiful color that it got. Let's see. These beans are not just like beans. These are called frijoles puercos because they do have chorizo in them. And this was this took me a while longer to do. So I had to use lard, I had to use chiles de árbol, chorizo obviously. Usually you would put ham in this, but this time I didn't just for the sake of time. I used refried beans, so I already had beans and I just mixed it in together with all of the other ingredients. And since I do like to have, I like my beans to be a little bit more, not as solid, I guess, a little bit blended. I made sure to smash them with with the appropriate instrument. Anyways, for plating purposes, I made some hot sauce or salsa roja. And I just put them on top, and just to give it a little pop of color, I added a cilantro leaf on it. And you can never leave behind the tortillas. So here they are, really nice and warm, that you can use to accompany your beautiful plate of carne asada. So that was the end of that. Like mentioned earlier, I'm not much of a cooking person, but because of this project, I feel like I have learned a lot. I know how satisfying it is to cook. And what's better than after all your hard work and after washing a bunch of dishes, you're able to reward yourself with a beautiful and delicious plate of food.